Welcome on the German farm, the place where I want to rediscover the 18th century farm life of the German immigrants. I have a very small place, but on this place I want to try to do so much things that I can do. Planting the plants, rediscover old fruits, everything like this, and I take you with me on this YouTube channel. Normally I make specific small videos about one topic, one cooking, one other topic, but sometimes I make an update, and this is a new update. The last update is 1.5 months ago, and today is really early in the morning and the longest day of the year, and yeah, I make the update. This is the heart of my German garden. This is my German kitchen. It will come own video about this, but on the first video I say I want to build this, and this is 1 year ago. Now it is finished. It's a long time. Yes, the German kitchen is finished, and I make a lot or the most videos on this place, on this area, what you see here. Sometimes next to them right or left, and especially on this place. The roof is on top, and the place for cooking is finished. This everything filled with earth, and then I have these stone bricks where I make the fire on top. But about this, there will come an own video. Let's go through the farm. Now we are on my first field, and this is a tragic story. Nothing happens here like I want to be. In the beginning there are some sunflowers, but here is the field, and I have planted nearly, I think, about 100 strawberry plants, and I'm not sure, 100 or 200 onions. But the problem is nothing is really grown like it should be. I think it is because I have made no nutrition in this field. But I was thinking maybe it's enough. Here was nothing planned for the last years, and the ground was, I was thinking, good enough. But it isn't it. And from the strawberries, I think only 3 plants have giving fruits, and then only 3 or 4. It's like nothing. And the onions, I lost the most. Today I will harvest. I hope I get 10 or 20, but they are very small. Here's the first one, and here's the next one. Very small onions. I don't know what has happened, and I will harvest them today. And oh, here a little bit bigger, but also small. Try them, and then I have found a really interesting recipe how to pickle onions, and they are so small. I think I will do this in the next time and make a own video about this. This is my biggest field in the garden, and I make a lot of experience. There is on the back oat. The oat is a fruit. There was a basic food in the time back then, especially for the German immigrants. There's a lot of German recipes from this time and about oat. I will do some videos about this later one day. But there is no description in the internet how to plant oat, what to do with them, and I just try. I put the oat seeds in and just wait. And I found no YouTube video about oat. Very interesting. And I just try. And they're starting to be giving the corns. I see this today. I was surprised. Yes. There was written they're going to be like 1.5 yards high, and now they are half yards high. Yeah. It is what it is. Here is one other basic food, corn. And this corn is a traditional old kind. I have planted them, around 120 of them, and they are just about 50. They are come and race. Let's see what I will get this year. I hope more than what I set in, and yes, it is what it is. It was normal in the farm back then too. Some plants don't grow how they should be grow. It is a normal thing, and because it's an old and not a new modern kind, it is normal that this can be happened. On the back there is some cool different types. That should be a whole tobacco field, but I have a problem with the tobacco. I have made a mistake, and I have only 3 plants left. And these 3 plants will come in this field very soon, I think in 2 or 3 weeks, and then they will grow very, very fast. In the next update, you will see them. They will be like this high in 1.5 months, 1.5 months. Very interesting plant. And in the back, there are 8 peppers in this field too. And this field is the only field where I do something special. I have this little thing there in. It makes a sound in the ground, and because of this, I have no maize. And the maize are really terrible here in this region. They want to eat all the corn, all the tobacco, all the coal if I do nothing. And this is my only thing what I do. Especially I have a very small field. Back then, in the 18th century, you have just grow a bigger field, and 20-30% was maybe destroyed by animals. You try to protect them too, but not with this stuff, with this modern stuff. Okay, let's go to the next field. This is the potato field, and potatoes was also a foundational food in the time back then, and the potato splits are very easy. I put them in and they grow. What I do every few days, I look that there's maybe the potato bug on the potato plants, and then I collect them and kill them. But this is everything what I do. I don't have only this field. I have in several places in this garden some potato plants too. It is because I have enough potatoes. They are very easy. I have to do nothing more than just waiting. They grow by his own, and yes, you have to do this back then too. If you have space and you have a plant like a potato, you have to do nothing. You plant them everywhere, and you harvest if they are finished. It's a very easy plant, and really good to have a lot of them. This is one of my first projects. I have planted here 200 strawberries, right and left. And they're going up, and they are all 1 year old. It means they have very less fruits. But I have harvested until today, I think, a few kilos. And next year I will harvest a lot more of them. What is really special, I have planted garlic between, and the garlic is here. Yes, there can be a little bit longer in the ground, but I have no time to harvest them in 2 weeks. And because of this, it will be today the harvest time. Just put it out, and you see they are really big. I lay them here down to dry, and yes, it will be a good harvest. For me, they are big enough. They can be bigger, yes, but it's okay. And back there are around 50 raspberries, but they don't have a lot of fruits this year. Maybe because I planted them last year. And there are a lot of potatoes too. I think it's not interesting for this video. But this background is very interesting. I have made there a herb garden. There's a little garden field, I don't know how you call this, with a lot of different herbs. And I just start to grow them, and I want to have there maybe 20, 25 in typical herbs back then. And they're just in the beginning. But the second field is very interesting. There is a lot of coal, and this was the main food too. It is in the fall there will be pickled. I will do videos about this, and because of this I have red and white corn, a lot of them. And if you want to see how I pickle them, how the Germans have survived and lived in the States back then, 200, 250 years ago, then subscribe this YouTube channel. We see us in the next video. See you soon.